And welcome back to this special edition of Politics Unplugged, looking ahead at 2023. Now, let's look at the raw politics of this stuff. Now, we've already went over, Kyrsten Sinema with the big announcement that she was, leaving the Democrat Party. She was switching her registration to independent. Already some people have maybe put their hat in the ring. And I want to start with you, Stacey. I mean, are we going to see some clear, by the end of the year, by the end of 2023, are we going to see a clear opponent or clear candidates for the Democratic nomination in 2024 for senator? And who will they be?
Oh, well, they have to have someone as a front runner by the end of this year. They really have to have someone a front runner now. I mean, just the expense alone is not going to get any less expensive to run a statewide campaign in Arizona. We're talking 50, 75, 100, 150 million to get elected to a Senate seat now. Yeah,
I mean, obviously the timetables are all moved up now in these races. You used to be able to wait until the actual election year to really get ramped up here. I would imagine for the Democrat nomination, you'd probably want to be, you might see some people announcing here really early in the year, correct?
I think so. I agree with Stacey. These races are incredibly expensive. Governor Ducey announced for governor in 2014, in March of 2014. I just don't think you could do that now. I mean, these races have started so early. But I also think we'll know more in the next 6 months. And there will be primaries on both sides, I think, and they'll be crowded.
And I know that, on both sides. And first, I do want to get your prediction. Who emerges as the front runner?
Ooh,
on the Democrat side, is it someone like Greg Stanton? Is it Ruben Gallego?
We certainly have both.
Or a mystery candidate.
Both are all the talk at happy hours right now, if you are a member of my team. So it's going, certainly those two are both flirting with it. You see them on Facebook. I've gotten 273 fundraising
Congressman
messages.
Stanton was tweeting out polling numbers,
Right, yeah. And I think Kyrsten's, the statement wasn't even dry yet when I was getting fundraising emails from Mr. Gallego. So.
Yeah, and what about you? Who are you hearing from the Republican side?
Oh, everyone.
Including your former boss, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I think to me, my perspective on this is let's get somebody who can win, because we haven't been very good at that in the Republican Party in Arizona in the last few cycles. Let's put up somebody who can win. That would be what I would like to see.
Yeah, we did promise crystal ball stuff here. So by the end of 2023, who do you think could be the front runner for the Republican nomination for U.S. Senate?
Well, I don't think there will be one. I think these primaries are going to drag on, and that is going to be a benefit to Kyrsten Sinema because we have one of the latest primaries in the country, and I think these things are going to be battled out till the bitter end, and she'll be, fresh as a flower. All
right, I want to stick with you real quick. Your former boss, Governor Doug Ducey, is going to be leaving office. He's termed out. What's next on the agenda for him?
Well, my New Year's resolution is to stop answering questions about Governor Ducey's future. But no, I think he's got a bright future. I think he legitimately does deserve some time off. And he's the first governor in like 50 years to finish the job. So kudos to him and to his family, who has been tremendous, and to the team there who has stayed till the final day and is engaged in a very responsible transition of power to Governor Hobbs.
I think that is something to point. It's been a long time since a governor in Arizona was elected and served 2 full terms and then left. I mean, you got to go almost back to the Babbitt administration. So, but do you think that Ducey, if he wants, has a political future in Arizona?
Of course. I mean, he certainly has served the state, not according to my political standards, but he's served it well. And we've got big issues that are coming up. And he still, he still knows the things about the things. And he's been very gracious with his time and his support of Governor Hobbs.
He's going to be missed, Dennis. And that's not anything to do with Governor Hobbs. He will be missed. 8 years, the state has gone through a lot. And I think the leadership during challenging times, what's happening with the economy. I think people are remembering him very fondly in these final days.
Okay, and let's get to Kari Lake. I mean, she really did emerge last year as a national political figure. I mean, people were talking about her being a potential VP pick. She's going through, she spent the last part of the year going through these legal battles, fighting the election results. I mean, what's next in the cards for her?
I don't know. I do think she has a future. I mean, I think she proved to be a real talent, and I was supportive of her. And I think she was a real talent on the campaign trail. I think she was poorly served in many ways, and the campaign clearly unraveled in the final weeks. And I think she could easily run. She's got huge name ID, but she would need to change a lot, I think, in terms of campaign infrastructure to have any success.
Do you think those legal fights over the election results, though, do you think that damaged her brand politically moving forward?
Oh, absolutely. You cannot win Arizona without winning a majority of the independents. And in large part, that group of voters has written off the extremes of either side. And so the more she sues and asks to be installed or asks for the laser beams or asks for, to be named the ambassador of Arizona, whatever she's declaring war on Mexico, whatever she's doing, the more she does that, the fewer independents are willing to give her a second chance. And we saw that again in November. Independents didn't go for her.
And final question here, we're running out of time. I know Republicans, are they going to be taking a much deeper look in 2023 about who they put up for nomination here to try to avoid the mistakes of 2022?
Well, I would like to see that, but I just don't think we'll ever avoid primaries. And so what we need is that we need candidates who can win. I mean, we just need a new crop of folks. I think it's time for some fresh people in the party.
All right. Thank you both for being here. Happy New Year to you guys and to everyone. But that is all we have tonight. Be sure to join us next week for more Politics Unplugged. Good night.